We're back with the NFL on EA Sports. We'll pick up the action back in the second quarter. Out of the gun, Minshew. He brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Sticking in the air with Minshew. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots back on offense late in the first half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Made a throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And they send a man in motion. From the gun, it's May. He'll get this to Henry. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw for May. Gets it quickly to Douglas. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're now set for 1st and 10. To the air yet again, May. Catches May down the right sideline. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
May on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Patriots earn the chance to tie before halftime. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. Return's looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Vegas offense ready to start this third quarter. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Minshew working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Minshew. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Throwing on first is Minshew. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, Minshew. He has it at the 5. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll go right back to Madison. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots offense all set to go. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run by Stevenson. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. May now from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. On the option, it's Stevenson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So we're through 3 here. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Second down now, 7 to go. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a New England 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. The give inside to Stevenson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
He's back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one does not go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
It's a very important field goal for Joey Sly. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
The prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there who are about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Madison. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Madison again. Still working past the 40. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and let him clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing here, Minshew. That's Mayer, he's got it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. A handoff for Madison running left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Running right, it's Madison. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Madison. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Here's Madison. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Patriots running their offense out there. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Well, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here he is to throw. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Raiders winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.